Hi there, I am Becky Amble, and I want to show you another new thing that has come out with ChatGPT or by ChatGPT. And I'm going to be doing a little flipping back and forth here, so hopefully this won't be too cumbersome. So let's take a look and get started. As you may know, ChatGPT came up with some new capabilities for doing images. And I wanted to show you that. I put a post on LinkedIn you might have seen, and basically it was doing cartoons. Now I think you can see the screen. And here I have the one cartoon, and it basically says, obviously you can see a new capability. I can now generate images from images. And the exciting thing is it is getting better at spelling and getting words correct. Sorry, I got a light that's a little bit bothersome here. Anyway, I went into my ChatGPT and I said, I wanted to create this. And now, of course, that disappeared on us. So where did that go? Hold on a minute. We will go find it. And we are going to use our little search thing. And it's a new ChatGPT image. And we're going to go search for that. So now you get to see how to do that too. Anyway, let's go down here. We will try, it's not the right one. This isn't probably gonna be the right one either. So let me see, where did that go? That's not it. There we go. Cartoon creation request. So I apologize for that, but now you see how the real world works. Anyway, I started out and I went to ChatGPT, as you could see me scrolling through here, and I had to give it a photo. So I used my headshot. There we go. So you can decide if that looks like me or not. And I first just said, hey, chat, take your new skills and create a cartoon for me announcing your new capability, and gave it my phone. All right, here it is. I didn't probably give it enough directions. Now I said, make a 4-screen how to use the new capability on ChatGPT. So 4 screens, 4 boxes, whatever you want to do to tell it. And there we go. I thought that turned out pretty good. And I'll just zip into that image a little bit. I don't know if that got any bigger, but anyway, so you see what I got, and I thought I wanted to show you how to do that. Now let's see if we can get ourselves back to another area that we're going to want to be in. And what you can do is you don't have to create a cartoon, right? You can do other things. So I wanted to show you something else that I did. And I wanted to show you an old image, and I'm going to do productivity chart. So I'm using my search. I'm going to go for a productivity chart, and I'm going to go find an older one that I did that I didn't really like, just to show you what happened. And back in the day, before we had some of these new improvements in ChatGPT, I went and I said, create an image of a bar chart showing productivity increases, print the word productivity across the top. Put in an image of a person in casual business attire staying near the bar chart. That probably should have said standing. So let's just take a quick look. All right, here's one of them. Yeah, they messed up on the word productivity. Here's the other one, messed up on the word productivity again. So let's zip down the page a little bit because I kept telling it to improve this, try it again, that kind of thing. Well, here it goes. Productivity, can't spell. Productivity, can't spell. And of course, then we get a little frustrated. And here is another one. Good gravy. I'm not going to use that because that isn't being spelled properly. Now, what I could do, and what I did show you in another video, is I took an image. Actually, I used ideogram, which tends to spell better, and I think that even made a mistake on it. I know I had to go fix it. So what I would typically do is put this in Canva. You could put it in PowerPoint. I actually have used things where I put it in the photo aspect on my computer, and then I would just take a box and cover this with new text and put in the word productivity and spell it correctly. Well, what I wanted to show you is that with the new capabilities, hallelujah, it can spell. Let me just see if I have that here for you to show you, because that was doggone exciting. And here I put in create an image in color for me. I want a bar chart with increasing size bars as it goes to the right. Put a title on the chart at the top that says productivity. There we go. I'm going to blow that one up. Well, I guess they don't really blow up. But anyway, you can see here it is. And I can either download, say I like it or don't like it. I can close out of that. Then I decided, okay, now let's add some images. And because it doesn't really get any bigger, I won't blow it up. Anyway, you can see different images that I didn't specify. It just picked out some things. And then I said, have a person standing in the image and drawing that line of an increase. There you go. And I wanted to show you that, hallelujah, now ChatGPT in its image generation seems to be able to spell. So we're so excited about that. At least I am. Now, yeah, let the nerd come out. All righty, let me show you then and just walk through a short presentation here on what you want to do to make this happen. And I have called this Mastering ChatGPT Image Generation. Here we go, step-by-step guide for beginners. So the first thing, again, you're going to go to ChatGPT. However you do that, you might have a quick link, you might have other things, but there's what you would be typing in or clicking on. Go do a DuckDuckGo or a Google search. Anyway, you know how to get there. Then once you get there, you start a new chat that's up in the upper left on the sidebar. And then, like I showed you the first time that I did the cartoony one, I uploaded an image of me. And this is where, again, another new thing is it can do image to image. So not only did it learn to spell, yay, it can do image to image. So put your image in, go find it on your computer, upload it to ChatGPT. That's the next step. Let's see what we have beyond that. After that, you want to write your prompt. So be descriptive. And you can see I wasn't too great on some of these. And you remember, you can always iterate. So if you have a prompt and it doesn't quite turn out, well, then you tweak it and keep going. Anyway, let's just see. Let me move this out of the way. Be descriptive, be clear. And here's a couple examples. Turn this image into a comic strip featuring a new or announcing a new AI feature. And another example one, create a cartoon version of this photo in instructional style. Again, use whatever words you want. And I encourage you just to try it out and see how it goes. So then you send the prompt into ChatGPT. So we have typed the prompt that we wanted. We hit our enter bar and then we wait a little bit because sometimes it takes just a touch of time to generate that. And then take a look at your image. Is it what you want? Is it showing up? Maybe you want to click on it to see the details if it's not big enough. See if there's anything else you want to do. Like I said, sometimes I don't get the prompt as specific as I need, because sometimes with images, you really need to be more specific. Take a look at the quality. Is this what you wanted? Does it look good? And then next step, save and refine. So do a right click, or if you're on the desktop, or tap and hold if you're on your mobile. There's usually the little icon that shows the download, so it gets pretty simple. Save the image and go and title it, save it where you want it. And if there are any revisions, be sure you do those. Then here's some tips, because that's all you need to do. It's pretty simple and straightforward. You can go back and play this and stop and start. And I encourage you, just try it out. It is not that hard. And if you need to tweak, tweak. Some tips to use: be ultra specific. Detail exactly what you envision. And the more specific you can be, the better. However, you could see I was not super specific on all of these, and I got a pretty good outcome. I would say try it. And as you need to tweak, go ahead and tweak. If there are any things like color, mood, lighting, perspective, anything like that, add that in. And again, as I have repeated many times, is iterate. Just keep tweaking it and tweaking it. And that is what I have for you. I hope you'll give it a try. And if you do, please let me know what you've done and how it worked out for you. If you have an opportunity to send me an email or put it on LinkedIn or something and share what new experience you have had and how you've discovered something new, whether it be doing more of an image, a photograph, or whatever kind of style you want to use, and getting ChatGPT to spell correctly, which most of us are pretty excited about, or have it do that cartoon, and you can actually make a video doing this too. So thanks. We will see you next time and appreciate you tuning in.